My lecture is called 9/11, Time for a Second Look. In suggesting that it is time for people to take a second look at 9/11, I primarily have in mind people who decided long ago that the attacks of 9/11 happened essentially the way the Bush administration and the official reports said they happened, and who therefore decided that the so-called 9/11 truth movement, which disputes that account, is composed of crazy conspiracy theorists with no capacity to evaluate evidence objectively. Having formed those views long ago, such people, including most journalists, have been impervious to any arguments presented by the 9/11 truth movement. They simply roll their eyes and move on. However, both the truth movement and the available evidence have changed dramatically in the past 3 years. Because of these changes, it is not rational to reject the claims of the movement out of hand without taking a second look. If you are a person who has had such an attitude, you cannot, in the face of these changes, simply roll your eyes without exhibiting the very irrationality with which you charge those whom you have called conspiracy theorists. My lecture is also addressed, albeit indirectly, to fellow members of the truth movement. Some members have decided now that Bush and Cheney are out of office and the Obama administration has reversed some of their 9/11-based policies, that getting the truth about 9/11 exposed is not so important anymore. Other members of the movement, seeing that the Obama administration still presupposes that Al-Qaeda attacked America on 9/11, have concluded that there is no hope that the truth will ever come out. So we might as well give up. To such people, I suggest that getting the truth revealed is just as important as it ever was, because many 9/11-based policies, especially the war in Afghanistan, have not been reversed. I also suggest that because of the changes in the political landscape, combined with developments in the 9/11 truth movement, we now have, really for the first time, a realistic chance of getting a real investigation. I turn now to my topic, why official conspiracy theorists should take a second look at 9/11. I use the term official conspiracy theorists advisedly. Quite often, people who believe the official theory about 9/11 speak contemptuously of members of the 9/11 truth movement as conspiracy theorists. But this is irrational. A conspiracy occurs whenever two or more people plan in secret to do something illegal, such as rob a bank or defraud a corporation's customers. To hold a conspiracy theory about some event is simply to believe that it came about because of some conspiracy. According to the Bush-Cheney interpretation of 9/11, which became the official account, the attacks resulted from a conspiracy between Osama bin Laden and 19 young members of Al-Qaeda. The official account is therefore a conspiracy theory, and in fact was the original conspiracy theory about 9/11. What this means is that everyone holds a conspiracy theory about 9/11. The debate about 9/11 is therefore not a debate between conspiracy theorists and people who reject conspiracy theories. It is simply a debate between those who accept the official Bush-Cheney interpretation of 9/11, their conspiracy theory, and those who accept the alternative theory according to which 9/11 resulted from a conspiracy within the Bush-Cheney administration. Those who believe the official conspiracy theory, therefore, cannot rationally reject the alternative theory on the grounds that it is a conspiracy theory. To be rational, they must ask, which conspiracy theory is better supported by the relevant facts? We always appreciate applause or laughter because it gives the speaker a chance to get a drink. So. Let me make clear that I do not use the term official conspiracy theorist as a term of reproach. There's nothing wrong with accepting the official conspiracy theory. I did myself for a year and a half. It is only a problem if you are a true believer, meaning that you are so certain that the Bush-Cheney interpretation is correct that you refuse to look at any evidence that might suggest otherwise. One reason why it is irrational to keep believing the Bush-Cheney interpretation of 9/11 without being willing to look at possibly contradictory evidence is that there now exists grounds for being skeptical of this theory that did not exist at the time that it became imprinted on most minds. What a great crowd. At that time, for example, it was not known that the Bush-Cheney administration would tell enormous lies that would lead to millions of deaths, including thousands of American deaths. Besides the lies about weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, the White House after 9/11 ordered the Environmental Protection Agency to lie about the air at the World Trade Center site, saying that it was safe to breathe. They knew otherwise. 2 days before, in fact, the Boston Globe had a story reporting that the air had very high levels of asbestos and other dangerous particles. Nevertheless, and the EPA was going to say this. The Bush-Cheney White House ordered them to change their statement and tell people the air is safe to breathe. As a result, rescue workers and cleanup workers went out there without even a flimsy cotton mask on, many of them. And as a result, now about 60% of those workers are ill. And if they have not died already, the prediction by many people is that more people will die from the rescue and cleanup than died on 9/11 itself. In the face of this information, it would be difficult to claim that the Bush-Cheney administration would have been morally incapable of orchestrating 9/11 and the subsequent cover-up.